As we move towards the close of our program, at this point, I do want to welcome Scott Davis up to the podium here to talk about the results of the PLC 2013 straw poll and get some insights as to how the folks in this room actually view the events of the day. And with that, Scott, I'll give you the podium here.
Thank you, David. Thanks very much. Wow. You know, you hear all the speakers all weekend say how bright it is. I really can't see you. First, obviously, thank you everyone for voting. Thank you for your questions. Thank you for your input during the process. But let's pull the slideshow up. I'm really relying on technology for this, so this is their opportunity to make right. All right, the Pennsylvania Straw Poll. The first thing, let's talk about the Straw Poll app. For this conference this year, we introduced app version 2.0. You can actually customize the app for your logo. The front image where it says Straw Poll, you can actually change it to your company's name, your organization's name, or even your candidate's name. Instant results with audit capability. Ability to receive an email voting receipt. It's easy to use, safe, secure, and it's designed for the Apple iPad, and it's available in the App Store. But that's the behind-the-scenes stuff. So let's get to the results. Dun, dun, dun. 2013 Pennsylvania Straw Poll. 255 ballots were collected from Friday morning through Saturday at 9 a.m. Each attendee had a unique voter ID that was assigned to them by random on your name badge. And we had 39 Pennsylvania counties represented and 9 states: Pennsylvania, Virginia, New Jersey, Maryland, Delaware, New York, California, thank you, and I'm going to get that wrong, but Michigan and Washington. Demographics. Registration category, 158 voters were individual attendees, 53 from sponsors, 20 exhibitors, and 6 students. Next slide. 4 voters under the age of 17. So we have some future conservatives in the room. 79 of us from 18 to 39, 108 in the 40 to 65, and 53 65 and older. Male 161, females 88. Come on, ladies, let's step it up next year. The last couple of years, I've broken down the counties and I've listed every county. There's a lot of counties that attend, so I kind of broke it down in the top 5 this year. I want you to take a look at this and go back to your counties if it's not on the list and encourage others in your county to come out and vote in the straw poll next year. But the top counties: Dauphin, Cumberland, Lancaster, Lebanon, and Montgomery. Thank you. How would you classify your political ideology? Fiscal conservative, overwhelming. The one ability this year, you had the ability to choose more than one. I know that was much liked, and a lot of people can't just classify themselves as one, but fiscal conservatives, definitely. Next. Again, just like last year, how many times have you attended the PLC? An overwhelming amount, or 40% in this case, first time. It's your first PLC. "45, this is their second through fifth time. 6 to 10, and 3% of you have been here more than 10 years. The Commonwealth results. Overall, are you satisfied with the direction Pennsylvania is going? 63% of you said no. Do you approve or disapprove the job by the Republican-controlled legislation? 53 to 47. That's pretty down the middle. And it's a Republican-controlled House. Do you approve or disapprove of the job Governor Corbett is doing? 62% of you approve, 38% disapprove. Would you be willing to pay more in license and registration fees if you knew the money would be used for road and bridge repair? Now, I got to break down a little background on this. I was really looking for some good questions to ask. And so I was asking some different people I know in media some questions that were hot topics that would give us an interesting answer at a conservative event. Obviously, I could have asked liquor privatization, but if there was any no on that, I don't know. So we picked this one, and I'm glad we did, and it actually shows a portion of us would be okay with it. I voted no. Next question. All right. Do you support the state party's endorsement of candidates in the primary? 75% said no. Can we get that message out of here? The federal results. The important issues facing us. Government spending, again, the number one item. Size of government, still right there at number 2. Let's go on to the next one. We had 3 write-ins this year. The lack of productive cooperation among our politicians, the restoration of the Constitution, and right to work. I really should have had right to work on that list. Do you approve or disapprove of the job being done by the U.S. House? We're right down the middle. Now, before he goes to the next slide, the next question was, do you approve or disapprove the job being done by the U.S. Senate? And let's pull that up. I think that says the audience. All right. And of course, the early favorite for Republican nominee for president, the top 5. Number 5, Chris Christie. Who voted for him then? Number 4, Rick Santorum. Number 3, Ted Cruz. Number 2, Marco Rubio. And number 1, Rand Paul. – 39% of you. Here is actually a complete breakdown, and you can understand why I did the top 5. But thank you again for coming to the PLC. Thank you for voting in the straw poll. I encourage you to come back next year. I encourage you to take part in the straw poll next year, and I encourage you to bring others with you. The more people that vote, the more accurate our message. Let's get it done.